So you want to know about the flutes, man?
Yeah, tell me about the flutes, because this one's like fat, and it's like got two...
Yeah, man, we'll come back to that one.
This one looks complicated, like...
That's a good one.
I don't think I'm going to start with this one.
That's my best flute I've got at the moment.
This is your one?
Well, I'll show you. Well, we'll start with a simple one. Like maybe this one.
Okay. Well, so what's... Before we get started, like, what are we looking at here? I know it's a flute, but is it a particular type of flute?
Yeah. This is a Native American style wooden flute.
Awesome.
Native American style wooden flute. And... yeah, man, that's what it is. It's a 5-hole minor pentatonic. So 5 notes in the octave. You keep that finger down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can play the whole octave pretty much anyway.
So you always have to keep this finger?
You keep that one down.
Yeah.
That one is just a note above that one.
Yeah.
But if you want to play this one, you're going to put that back down. So just... So that's the main scale. Pretty easy to play, man, and you just keep that down. So and you get all these other notes out of it. But yeah, man, it's a genuine Native American style wooden flute. Obviously, I'm not Native American, but I've been influenced by the the culture and it's all that stuff. And so, what do you think of the sound? Do you reckon that sounds good? Not my actual melody, just the sound of the flute.
Yeah. I think... the notes sound really crisp.
Yeah, they do, man. That's what I aim for. Other flutes regularly sound like this one here. It's got a bigger gap there.
Yeah.
So it sounds more airy. But this is what some people prefer. This sound more airy. They prefer that, but I like mine a little bit more clean and crisp, just like the beers we've been tasting.
Less wind going through that hole.
But too much and it'll sound sharp. But man, each one will sound different. Look, we've got 6 flutes, so I'll show you. Each one has its own unique voice. Just to give you an example, you'll just be able to see.
Awesome.
Each one will sound slightly different. Well, as well as the key. Each one sounds different. Anyway, so that's a genuinely. That's what it is. That's a 7-hole minor pentatonic Native American style wooden flute. Native American, which is just the concept of the design of the flute, which is the air comes through there, splits it off there, hits there, comes under the channel of this fetish block.
Oh yeah.
Or totem block. Or there's a few other words for it.
It's just held in there by a nice bit of...
yeah, nice bit of string.
Yeah.
Tuned in 4/3/2. And I've been working on the shape, man. I've been refining that shape. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it looks good.
What was that?
My phone.
Oh, yeah.
Just a reminder.
What do you reckon? Because that's all my flutes, man. All the ones I've got in stock at the moment, all this shape, pretty much.
That's just the external shape, hey? That's
Yeah,
not going on internally.
No, yeah. Straight down the middle, it's just round.
Yeah. So, like, if I'm going to start playing this, how long before I'm playing like you reckon? With the right guidance?
Well, depends. Depends how much you play it. I play every day for 4 years. So, but it doesn't take long to learn, man. It doesn't take long at all, like, to learn the basics. At the beginning, you just got to build up the brain neurons. Just like anything, like driving a car, then it becomes second nature. Then you just automatically...
you know where the buttons are.
Yeah, you know your way around the octave, and then you can start to really express yourself.
Yeah.
Just like, and like, you don't have to just go up, 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 up. You can go like different combinations of...
I suppose I'm like timid blowing into it
Yeah.
initially because it's all foreign to me
Yeah.
until I get back to my recorder days.
So you've just got to blow not too softly, not too hard, but you'll find it. Yep, that's a G, that's a G, sweet. So these are in harmony, they sound good, man. It's like we're playing a double at the moment. So maybe if you just copy me, we'll show you.
Okay.
So just follow my fingers. That's it, just keep going. We'll do a kick. That's the main scale.
Yeah.
So, and then you can do any combinations of them, you know, like, and then that one's just above that one.
Squeaked it in.
And then once you get good at it, there's all these different combinations of notes, like that one, that one, that one.
I remember on the recorder you could pinch some of these as well, and it would create like this super rare or hard to get to note.
Yeah, like you can do half notes, like just raise your finger slightly off that. But I don't. That's one method that I don't really use. It's just full finger or nothing. But sometimes I But anyway, so that's the minor pentatonic, bang, 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 and the thumb hole is usually either one
Blocked.
or two.
Yeah.
But the thumb hole's just a note above that one. But then it's also a major scale, which is just leaving that one down. And let me look at your thumb hole on the back of that one. Oh, that's only one as well, is it? Well, anyway, when it's
one thumb hole.
You can, one note above the top note. That's the octave. From there to there is the octave, and then one note above the octave. Usually I'm doing it 2 notes above the octave these days.
Okay, so I remember a little bit about my studying music and stuff. So you measure the octave, like, so this is like...
yeah, it doesn't work like that. No?
Like half and half and half.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that on these flutes, because if it's an open flute, I think it does work out like that.
Yeah, but there's all different elements. Hey, there's different holes.
Yeah, like depending on how much overhang you've got, where you put these, the size of the holes, the size of the bore. But yeah, you'd think that like if that's
so that's half.
Yeah, if that's octave, then double that should be the next octave lower, or if that's the octave lowest, then half that should be the height. No, it doesn't matter. Not with flutes.
Not with these.
Not with these flutes.
Yeah. And that's probably where the craft of actually making them is like, oh, you have to like, it's not just like, oh, measuring 50-50.
Yeah, it's not.
You have to actually know, oh, well, if we extend this length here, we have to change this a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. I've been refining this design for ages, man. It's all as well. It's not about the sound. It's also, well, the sound is the most important part, but it's also about the proportions. And I've been working on it, man. Like if you can design, you can back engineer this, you'll find a lot of hidden ratios like square root of 5, square root of 2. 1:168. Like I build mine to geometry. Like even from, well, I'm not going to tell you.
Not giving away the secrets.
To the geometric, the notes, even where that is.
Yeah.
This bit here, even the fetish, it's all done to geometry, like geometric ratios.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been refining on and doing it. So when something looks good, it's because it's in proportion. When something looks not very good, because it's out of proportion.
Yeah.
So man, my flutes, like this one here, it looks a bit out of proportion. These ones, those red ones there, they look a bit out of proportion, and you can tell. You can look at them and go, well, they're, because they're a bit out of proportion. They're not to the geometric thing. It's because it was a bigger bore. I should have done it thinner, but anyway, that's a nice flute. So that's an E.
Yeah.
But these are my top guns right here.
So like when you say E and stuff like that, you've tuned them to different notes.
Yeah.
This is like tuned to the
G 4
23¼ inch G minor pentatonic rosewood camphor laurel 7-hole 432 hertz birthed on the 13th of the 4th. this year.
Look, these are twins then. This was birthed on the same. They're twins.
Oh, really?
And so what a birth is, for your information, like people think, oh, look, he made 2 flutes on that day. He's selling them for $200 each. What a fucking rip-off. Right? Like, what a birth is, I've got a blank. I've routed it out. I've done all this, the bevels and stuff, and I've got a blank. I've glued them together. I've got a blank. And on that day,
Oh, so you
I don't have any. I'm all out of wood, man. I've got to get some more wood, but I'll turn it down and I'll tune it that night. You've got to see ones over there that still need sanding. Then I've got to sand the ends.
Do you want to grab it and show me?
Oh yeah. Well, here we go. I've got a blank. I've got one of these. So what we have here.
What we have here.
So this is I'll start off with this. One morning, I'll get up and on a birth, this is what I start with. A birth is considered this. I've glued it together, I've done the bevels. So I take this, I'll put it on the lathe and I turn it down. I'll give it the shape.
Yeah.
Sand it all the way from,
You give it this sort of shape.
Yeah. Sand it to 1200. Make the fetish.
Yeah.
Burn it, router it out, make it the shape, but only to 120. And then I've got to finish sanding. And then, chop the ends, and then I'll tune it that night. Tune it. So I'll do 2 of them. When I do it, I'll try and do 2 a day.
Okay.
And that'll take me all day just to turn it down and tune 2.
Yeah.
And do the fetishes. And then I'm left with this. At the end of the day, I'm left with this. A flute. It still works. Anyway, but then I need to sand the ends.
Yep.
Finish sanding this fetish because that's only sanded to 120.
Yep.
And fine tune it again because you're going to oil it.
Yep.
Because once I sand it and all that and let it cool down, I've got to fine tune it. And then sand that, with 1200, make it all smooth.
Yeah.
And then it's ready for oiling. And then I've got to oil it.
Inside and out.
Yeah. And let it sit there for a week. That's what them ones are doing.
Oh yeah.
And then after a week, it'll dry. It'll dry, and then I'll go beeswax it.
Ah, cool.
3 times.
That's
so
what I've seen you on that thing where you.
Yeah, I've got to beeswax it, leave it there, polish it, leave it there for 24 hours, beeswax it again, leave it there for polish it, and do it again. Really, I've got to do it again. I've done these ones 3 times, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Some woods will just
absorb.
Red cedar will absorb a lot, so I've got to do it 3 times.
Yeah. Camphor laurel's a bit oily, isn't it? So it's
and silky oak gets away with 2, but I might use Canuba wax these days. I was using Canuba wax to begin with, but it's really hard wax. It's good, but I like the feel of beeswax. It's a lot more soft to touch. It gives the wood a soft feel. So anyway, so a birth is that. I've started out with a blank.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I've got this. Bang! I've done it on the lathe, gave it the shape. Look at that, man.
Yeah, because okay, so birthing is like taking the 2 opposites.
No, I've already glued them together.
Yeah, and then turning this into that.
Turning that into that and tuning it.
Because otherwise, it's nothing right now, isn't it? Like even if it's glued together.
Blank. 2 blanks. Yeah, it's just a blank.
Yeah, it's not.
So even to get blanks, man, I might do 6 or half dozen times. Man, it might take me. Sometimes I've got to spend a week just creating blanks that make about 30 blanks, but that'll take a week to make 30 blanks, and then bang, I can do that in a day, or 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's working all day. Yeah, man. So I've got to sand them. That's going to come up good. And the shape, man. And
and when you oil that as well, it's
body. Yeah, when I oil it, it'll bring out the colour like them ones you see over there. I'll show you. I'll get one. All these ones have been oiled, but they're not ready to go. So I've got some use of it. We're not using that. Now you stay down there. So there, once I oil it, I'll sand the ends. And then I'll let them build up. I might do for 4 days. I'll turn them down, and then I'll have 8. And then I've got to spend 1 day just doing 8, sanding the ends and the fetish to 1200.
Yeah, wow.
That takes me a day, man. That's hard work, man.
Wow, 1200.
All the way, like
super fine,
120, 240, 400, 600, 800, 1200, At the end, they all get my thumb of approval,
Yeah.
and that's what they'll come out like. It'll come out, bring out the colour,
Yeah.
and that's.
Oh
sort of
wow,
the-
that's so smooth.
Yeah.
Like silky smooth. Hey.
Yeah. Other flute makers won't spend much time doing that.
They'll
But
probably
I've
just
got
hit
my
it with
particular-
hit it with a super fine, without working their way down to it or something.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you could. Nah, you'll have all these little fine
Yeah.
marks in it.
Yeah.
That's just the way I've always done it.
So you learnt this from a proper dude, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, Blue Star Love.
Blue Star.
He taught me how to make the flutes. He's
Yeah.
Native American.
Okay.
He's from. He was from Canada, America. And yeah, man, I met him on Gumtree, and it was work for trade, work a day, get a flute. And at the time, I was just doing my magic wood shop,
Yeah.
wishing wells, picnic tables, dog kennels, and chicken pens mainly. They were popular, man. But
Oh, really?
I sold my utes. I'm not doing it anymore, but I'll get back into it. I've got enough wood there to make a wishing well
Yeah.
or a treasure chest. But man, I worked with him for 2 years. 2.5 years, man. That was the best times, man. He was my real friend and mentor, man. Every day
Working.
I've replicated him, man. I've become him. You know, I'd look at him, man, the flute maker, go, man, I want to be just like you, man. And now I am. Now
You're
I
that
am.
wizard. You're like looking for a young apprentice to do all the like
Yeah, well,
the easy jobs, but
he was making flutes for 20 years before I came along.
yeah, wow.
Yeah, man, I worked with him, and
I mean, you probably got a pretty good shortcut, like in terms of
yeah.
flute making
Yeah, man.
skills.
Some people might just see a flute at the markets and go, oh, I can make that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, look how much he's selling that for. I could make that. And they,
I've got a lathe.
yeah, I can make, and they do it, and that's just another way of getting into it. But the way I got into it was like I
By
reckon,
accident.
the better way, you know, man, like, you know, actually trained and worked with a flute maker and was passed on the skills, not just picked it up and back engineered one,
Yeah.
cut it in half, and oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Or got online, and so man, and so some people do it just for the sake of making money, or they really love it. They really do love it. I think what it is, man, because a lot of flute makers these days, man, they're white guys. They're not Native American. But what happened is, just like me in a way, they might go to a Native American reserve, do a sweat lodge, have an ayahuasca, do a journey, and hear the drums and the flutes, and because it's such a significant spiritual moment for them, the ayahuasca medicine, and the flutes being attached to that, they fall in love with it, and for them to stay connected to that experience, they want to start building flutes because that keeps them connected to the flutes, man. And that's like
Yeah.
me. When I was introduced to the flutes, I was introduced to the medicine, the DMT. Bam, blown away. And so in a way, man, I was thinking about this the other day. It's this is like my way of staying connected to that moment, man. That spiritual experience I had. But now, you know, I do it as a business and I make a living.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
But it's, you know, like your memories and that whole transformation is tied in with the flutes
The
and,
flutes
and
and
with,
the
with the music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey man, anyway, so yeah, I worked with Blue for 2 years and we spent a lot of good times together and he taught me a lot. And he moved about 3-4 times when I was with him, and every time we moved we had to do it all again. And I had my ute back then, I was doing all my pallet runs, and all this wood I got from pallets.
Oh, yeah?
And this is what we'd do every time we'd move to a new shed, we'd have to deck the walls with wood and do it all. and we never got to this stage because he was moved and then he went back to Canada. And so I've finished off what he was dreaming. This was his vision, man. This was Blue Star's vision.
I like have a working shed dedicated to flute making.
Yeah, because if you want to be creative, making flutes, you've got to live in a creative space.
Yeah.
So, man, I've done this. This is what I've done.
Yeah.
This is Blue's vision, and I've finished it off for him, man.
Wow.
This is him, man. He put the tree in, and now I put the tree in.
Yeah.
He would clad the walls. He'd put a fake door in.
Yeah.
I put a fake door in. You know? And so...
Like different mythological aspects to the whole process. Like,
You've got to have a tree sitting there. You've got to have a fake door. And the office, man. He built the office. He'd always have an office because he actually lived in the shed. I live up at the house, but he lived in the shed, man. And I made an office, man. I've got a balcony, put a carpet, I've got a bed there. So I learned all this from Blue, man.
wow.
I learned it all from Blue.
Just copying the formula
The formula, yeah,
for
man.
success.
Yeah. But one thing I am missing at the moment is the medicine.
Mm.
The medicine.
Mm.
Because that's what people come. When they come to buy a flute, they're coming for the medicine. You know?
Yeah, they want that ancestral knowledge to come back to them from.
They want the medicine.
Yeah.
So it's a shame. Like, and the secret was the secret. Like, because I supplied the shops with a lot of flutes. It's retail. I can't rub DMT on them.
Well, so tell me about that. Like,
the key is like,
is that the trick with the flute?
Yeah, if you go to a nature reserve, like a Native American reserve, and you buy a flute from them, usually you rub a bit of DMT on the end.
Yeah.
To mark it as your flute. The medicine is on your flute and you play it. But I don't do that at the moment. But that's,
I don't do that.
it leaves a
Probably
nice,
good.
really nice smell.
Yeah.
But that's the key to secret flute making is that's the secret to flute making is the DMT. And so I'll do that. I'll get to that stage where I'll be able to, when somebody comes to me, like you come here now and you want to come, you know, you're looking after the flute, man, you come here and also, you know, I can do the spiritual journey where, you know, you have DMT, you can have a journey.
Yeah.
And that's
that would be the ideal, yeah.
And that's what the flutes are for, it's to take you in. Especially on the ayahuasca, the medicine, the DMT crystal, you're just blown away.
Yeah.
From the get-go band. But on the ayahuasca, it'll take 6 to 12 hours. And so you play your flute to guide you in, and that's what they're for, man. They're to guide you through.
Yeah. So it keeps you in keeps you like, what's the in the movie? Oh, jeez. It's just like a memory, like a totem.
Yeah.
Like you remind yourself what you're actually doing, where you're going. You're on this journey, and the flute is there to keep you connected to where you've come from and to guide you forward into it. And then you return with the flute, and then you've got actually this whole experience, and you've connected yourself and the journey with the flute.
That's why people fall in love with the flute, because that's what they do. They go on an ayahuasca journey, the flute's guiding you in, and when they come out of it, man, they just fall in love with the flutes. Like, the flute reminds them.
This is our boat that took us through this journey. And we arrived safely at the other end, and we're now together.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and when you're on the medicine, once you get good at it, and it's like second nature to know your way around the octave and do whatever, each, like, different medicine will have its own unique tune or melody that when you're on it, when you're under the influence of the substance, you'll start to play that unique melody of the medicine. And so this is one of the tunes which will guide you in when you're going into the journey.
Oh, okay. There's my one.
I don't know if you'll be able to play it, but I'll just do it for you to begin with.
It's the tempo to get you going.
Yeah, that's going in.
Oh.
That's going in, man. That's going in. Oh, shit.
And then is that repeat? Just all the like.
Well, that's one I came up with.
Oh, okay.
But other people might have their own song. That's what I came up with, man. That's deadly, man. When you're on ayahuasca or San Pedro, man, you're playing that, man. You know you're going in.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, you might come up with something different.
Awesome.
That's my favourite.
So then there's no rules really. You just you get the flute. You've taken the medicine.
You play your own.
And then you just go on the adventure and you discover your own beat, your own tune.
Yeah.
And you come out the other end.
Yeah. That was actually the one I came up with when I was on San Pedro.
Oh, right.
Man, that was deadly, man. I had some San Pedro.
Yeah.
And I died, man. That's what it is. That's what you have the medicine for, to die, to have that rebirth, die and be rebirthed. But at the time, you're dying, you're dead. You die.
You lose yourself, hey?
Man, you're totally gone. And then if you've had it once and you know what the experience is, like we're talking about it now, it's like, you're gonna die, and you're like, yeah. But you'll come back and you're like, yeah, so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna die and I'll come back. And you know that in your mind and so it lessens the experience to believe that, okay, I'm going to experience this, but no, it'll be okay because I'm going to come back. And you think that, but that actually, every time when you do it,
you're in too deep.
It'll blow that away. You'll go in thinking, I'm going to die, but I'll come back. But when you're actually doing it, you go, shit, I'm dying, I'm dead. I'm not going to come back. and that's how you get the experience.
Yeah, is by relinquishing all connections and all ties.
Go. And you've got to actually, it'll if you believe in it, it'll thread that away anyway.
Yeah.
You'll actually at the time you'll be thinking, man, shit, this is the end. I'm not coming back. And that's the healing there when you let go, you get stripped. That's the medicine, man.
Yeah.
And some people don't come back, man. Some people don't come back.
Yeah. Well, what is that? Yeah.
Bury you in the forest or something. But no, yeah. Some people have pre-existing heart conditions or something.
Oh, yeah. Which is tied to some other journey that they've been on, probably. But it's interesting because I found that similar to leaving on my first solo sail. I was going out there into the abyss.
Yeah.
And then the winds picked up and it was like blowing a gale and the seas were out there and there was no communication, and then I was like, there's a point now where if I don't do anything, I could die. You know, and I just have to like be one with the boat, with the wind, with the waves, and then make sure that we get to where we're going safely. But you know, like I didn't have any medicine, I just threw myself out there. But
well, that's some people's path is the medicine. Other people's path might be something else.
Yeah.
But man, the easiest way is the medicine, man. I'll make some medicine soon. I mean, you got some medicine there, but it's a different type of medicine. But it's same. It's medicine.
Yeah, I'm interested in trying new medicines.
Back to the flutes. That's what I'm missing with the flutes at the moment. People come to me to buy a flute.
Yeah. And they want to go on a journey, basically.
They want the journey, man.
That's part of the reason why you want the flute, is because, hey, I'm going on a journey. I want to go on a journey. My life is like in a stuck place.
It's a spiritual healing, man. It's the medicine. It's not a drug. It's the medicine when used properly. And so early on your spiritual journey, you come across the flutes, and the flutes lead to the medicine. And then you have your medicine, and then, well, you enter back into the world, and you live the rest of your days happy. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
How far people take it.
Well, my theory is that after you've gone on the adventure, on the journey, and then you return with your flute and with your whole experience, your whole life's changed, your world's changed, and you know then what you have to do. And you're not willing to go and follow someone else on their path because you know what you have to do, because you've had the journey to discover yourself. And then that's when you start a business. You start your flute shop. Or you go do whatever you want to do. You write a book or something like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever your calling is.
Yeah, because then that's just the continuation of the journey, and it begins a new journey. And then that's like, oh, how do we overcome these trials and errors in this journey? It's like, oh, well, I've started a flute shop, and now I've got to sell flutes, and like I got to like survive and get this baby off the ground, like birth the business to the point where it's just self-sustaining.
Yeah.
And then that's this whole new journey, and it's fractal of the one that you began inside. Now you're working outer, and then probably when you've done the outer, then you'll go back inside again, and then you'll have to discover your inner world, and then that will, bridge the gap into your outer world.
You said it right, man. Yeah, like I will. I'll have another journey another time, but at the moment I'm in the world. I've got this thing to do.
Yeah.
But I guess what it is the medicine, you lose the fear, because people live life in fear, maybe, and so you lose the fear. The medicine, it's a healing. You lose the fear of the world, the fear of death, the fear of not achieving, the fear of
being an outsider.
Yeah, of being an outcast or something. So you lose the fear. That's what it heals. It leaves the fear because you die.
Yeah.
You experience death. You come back. You're no longer fearing death. Fear of not living. Not making a name for yourself, or something or whatever it is. And so that was my spiritual journey. It was pretty much the same as anyone's is. You get to a point, maybe for our generation, in this particular area, you get to your early 20s, your late teens, and you see all that information on the internet, the New World Order, and or evilness and corporate corruption.
Yeah.
And so you're in denial. You're denying the world. You don't want to be a part of the system. You deny the system. You're like, oh, the system's bad, man. And so that's what happens.
You don't know what your place is yet. You haven't gone on a journey.
Yeah.
And you have no reference point of how the system and how you're going to fit into that. You're just outside.
Yeah.
You're deep outside. and the journey almost helps you get back in, but on your own path in, and not on someone else's path in, where they're like hook, line, and sinker trying to catch you and go, hey, we got a corporate job all set up waiting for you. All you got to do is put on a suit, a nice tie to ring your neck, and then we'll have you within a few short years on a mortgage and you'll be working for your pension in your old age.
Well, I mean,
and so you avoid all that by finding your own path into the system and then planting your own seeds. And
in a way, yeah, you find your own path. But I mean, me, I'd go work for a company. I'd get a company car and get a good wage and save up and find a missus, have a family, buy a house and fucking settle down and die later on in life. Whatever your path is. But I guess it's a natural thing for a teenager in their late teens to early 20s. You're trying to find your place in society. But some of them, like me, I was a protester. I was doing the Occupy. And I was out there protesting, sort of thing. Like in denial of the system, and it's all evil, and oh man, it's all evil. And that's what it is. You're in denial. You deny the world. You're looking for that connection to your higher self, you're looking for the connection to yourself. Yeah. And so that's what happens early on your spiritual path. You deny the world, and all its worldly things, and you're on the spiritual path. Yeah. And the DMT is a pinnacle of that. Yeah. And then you come back and you come back into the world.
Yeah, you come back with knowledge. Yeah, of the experience, and then you have to do something with that knowledge. Yeah. You have to understand how that fits in with the world and where you've come from. And then now it's time for action. How do we move forward? There's all this stuff going on, or it's not going on, whatever. You still need to survive. You still need to create something. You still need to make the world a better place.
Yeah, it's all about making your contribution, I guess. That's how you get paid. You get paid, you make a living for yourself by contributing to the world, to society, in a way.
Well, it's just a natural, cause and effect relationship of, hey, I'm helping you, and you're going to help me.
Yeah, if you're not helping other people and you're just like gimme, that causes an imbalance, isn't it? Yeah. That's like talking and listening and giving and taking. The breathing in and the breathing out.
And there's only so much taking that you can do until you're empty inside because you haven't been giving.
Yeah, you gotta be a flowing well. Not only taking it in but flowing it out. The energy, not being an energy vampire. But I guess what we were talking about the other day, the most important thing is that saying, yesterday I was smart, so I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise, so I'll change myself. You don't have to change the world. You change the world by changing yourself. You just be what you want to be. Yeah. People want to... I got a friend, man, he's all about defeating the Illuminati or something, man. It's like, well, defeat yourself before you're thinking about defeating anyone else. Yeah. That's our own job, man, is to build the temple within, to defeat our own nature, be masters of ourselves, and all else will just follow from that, man.
Yeah, and if there is some external force trying to do anything, all that it's trying to do is stop you from knowing yourself, so that you're more easily led down a path. And as soon as you know yourself, it has no power over you. Yeah. And you've defeated it.
Knowledge is the best defense, isn't it? If you don't know about it. But I don't get caught up in that, I guess. But yeah, you got to be aware of it. Other people would try and manipulate you. Yeah, right. But what do they get out of it?
Well, I mean, it's just out in the world, like advertising and stuff like that. It's like, oh, there's a shiny car, I need to have that. Small forms of manipulation, but it all adds up, and before you know it, you're not even realizing the angles and the different types of approaches that it's getting you at. You got women trying to get you, and you got corporations trying to get you, and then you've got, like, where do you turn if you don't know yourself? Yeah. You've got social media, and that's just getting you from the inside out.
I guess, the most important part is to know yourself, to be connected with yourself, and then all else, you get better understanding then. And then, you'll be more aware of forces of manipulation, people, but then, I don't know. Well, I guess there is, I mean, we're talking now, we don't have any, hidden agenda, like trying to manipulate you, or, trying to, we're just genuine people. But I guess, when you come across corporate entities and stuff, they just want to, maybe, whatever it is, they might have not good intentions, more malicious intentions or whatever.
Well, they're just being trained on a more, I need to get something, because I need to build my self-worth, because I haven't found myself. I didn't go on the journey early on in life. So my worth is measured in dollars in a bank account or stuff that other people have sold me on. Oh, I need to have this car or a house and stuff like that. So then they're like unwitting dupes.
I think I don't know, man.
You don't even have to go down that road, really, as long as you just go on your own path.
But if we didn't have all those big corporations, man, we wouldn't have computers and mobile phones and video cameras and telecommunications and spaceships, man. We wouldn't have free energy devices. We'd be living like bulls in the native, we'd be living like in the village.
Oh,
we are that village. 3,000 years down the track.
Yeah.
We're the same.
I mean, all that
there's
stuff
got to be pressures. You've got to be pushing and working towards something. So I find it hard to believe that. Well, not find it hard to believe, but that really anyone, it's really evil. They might push you and get you to work, and we might be a slave to the system, but we're working towards something. It's like a cell in your body. If a cell in your body, which is made up of trillions of cells, which a cell is made up of trillions of atoms. But if a cell in your body decides to do what he wants to do, instead of going with the flow, like somehow he knows what he's got to do because he's you. If he decides to do what he wants to do, he becomes and he breeds, he becomes a tumour or a cancer. And it's like with us, man. We're a cell in a greater organism, and so not only we got to do what we got to do. I see the system or the Western society or the globe as a whole with its evolutions and advancements. I see all that collectively, we're working towards a common goal. We might not think so, we might just think it's random forces, but we're all working towards something.
Yeah.
We're all working towards spaceships and Star Trek.
Yeah.
We're going to build spaceships and we're going to colonise other planets.
Yeah.
And because we can't spend every moment of our lives in DMT, man. You've got to come back to reality and eat some food, drink some water, and get some sunlight. So,
breathe some fresh air.
Yeah, we've got to come back to reality. We live in reality for our however many years we do, and it's a blessing, So there is more,
It's an experience, and there's something that we leave behind from the experience. So we take from the experience, we process what's happened along the way, and then we're left to create something and leave something behind that betters other people on their experience. And then that's what we're describing as like the modern world, is people went, we can invent an engine. I don't know what the progression was, but from fire to distilling different, sources of natural resources, and then, we can burn this and it will create this higher form of efficiency. And then we can use that to have this other higher form of efficiency, like a car, and then from there it's like, we can...
We're mastering the physical world.
Yeah, and we're actually like protecting ourselves from, the natural environment in a way.
Yeah.
And
that's how we get more populate. We can't populate if we're getting eaten by tigers and elephants and shit,
Yeah, we can't like live a very well-off life. Like you couldn't be in a shed with nice tin roofs and...
You can't sustain 7 billion people on the globe without having modern day farming and stuff like that. Or what if, you can't, simply can't.
Well, I think there's a correlation between population of the planet and the living quality of the population as well. Because the more that grows, the more problems we're solving, and the more like, we don't have to live outside anymore in grass huts. We're living in proper brick houses and stuff like that. And now there's 3D printing, and it's like everyone's going to get that. And then soon, like, people that have had the brick houses for a while, they're going to get something better and newer. It's like, whatever, a boathouse or a floating house or a spaceship or a...
We got a good where we are, man. We got a really good. And,
It's only the beginning.
Yeah, man. I mean, where's it going to go, man? All the stuff you read and see on the movies and stuff, man, that's all possibilities. Have you seen that movie, Judge Dredd? Judge Dredd?
The old movie?
No, the new one, where they live in, where it's like a mega city, just in one big building.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Man, that is... What's the word? Man, that is surprisingly...
It sounds scary.
Very fucking funny, man. It has this chick, man. It's in the future in these mega cities, and the judges the policeman, the judge, the jury, and the executioner, man.
Oh.
If you cross them, they boom, they can kill
Ultra
you.
powers.
Yeah, man, good, nothing wrong. Anyway, man, and they've got these mega cities. It's just one tall building.
Yeah.
With millions of people living in just one tall buildings, like and a few of them. And
hectic.
anyway, man, and it's got this. The whole movie. It's Judge Dredd, the whatever it's called, but it's a new one.
Yeah.
And it has this lady, man, and she's like the kingpin of this underground drug network. And what the drug she's making is like DMT. She's making this DMT, man, and it's illegal.
To save people or something.
No, whatever. And so he goes after her, man, and this chick, she looks just like the chick from Harmony of Life Centre.
Julie.
No shit, man. This chick, you watch the movie, it's like, that's Julie, and she's all into the DMT and
Julie Marsh
and
from
she
Harmony
fucking
Life Centre.
manufacturing stuff.
It's manufacturing the DMT.
So in the future, that was what the movie is about. It's about in the future you've got these underground networks producing the DMT, and that's illegal, man, right?
Yeah.
And they're after her, and but anyway, man, that was a good movie, Judge Dredd. But yeah, man, spitting
check that
image.
one out.
And I seen the correlation there. I was like, man, this is.
That's it.
Yeah, man, we're lucky. Our modern society, and we're going places. It's all meant to be. It all is what it is. This is all just a big dream, man. All just a big dream. And you know, let the keepers of the realm do their job, man. It's like, you know, you might sing it was conspiracy, you know, but it's like, let them do their job.
Yeah. Everyone's got a job to do. Find out what yours is. And
yeah, well, yeah, I guess for the time being it's making flutes, but it's really insignificant anyway. You know, anything you do in life, it's all pretty insignificant. Because yeah, it's like you're working for the devil or you're working for Jehovah. You know?
Well, it's not even about that. It's like there is significance, but it's in individual, real-world situations. Like you are influenced enough to put a tree in your workshop. That's significant. And it's like you'll give someone a flute, and they'll go on a journey, and they'll transform their lives.
Well, they'll get a flute. Yeah, I know what you're saying. They won't go on the journey without DMT.
Well, they could go on a sailing journey, like I'm about to go on. Yeah. And they'll transform their lives. Yeah. And then everything will change, and it'll be like, that's significant to that person. And whether you know it or not, you've been significant.
I can get you some DMT though. I've got a mate, man. He tried to give me some the other day. Not the other day, the other month, man. But I already just had San Pedro.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, no, man, get that away from me.
Had enough.
Fucking hell. I just died, and you didn't give me. You come to finish me off, did you? This guy was like, man, he's like federal agent or something, man. He's Nephilim, man. He's really cool.
Oh, let's not hit up the feds for DMT.
No, but I can get you some. But yeah, man, the flutes are flutes, man. And
awesome. Yeah.
I guess my way. He had me under a spell, Blue, man. He had making the videos, man, playing the flute music and the DMT, man. He had me hypnotised, man, and whatever fucking medicine he was giving me. And so when he left, he's like, "What are you gonna do when I leave?" I said, "I don't know, man."
He's like, I hope he makes flute. I hope he makes flute.
No, I guess he was. I hope you don't make fucking flute. No, he was like, he trained me up to make flutes. He knew he was leaving for about a year, so that for that year, then he was like, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do this. And he trained me up to make the flutes. But in a way, my way of making my flutes, me making flutes is my way of staying connected to Blue, man, because he's my best friend and mentor, man. He's about 50. He just turned 60.
Yeah, wow.
He's my best friend and mentor, man. You know, I loved being around him. And he was my best friend. It was a bit of a heartache when he left, and so it's like my way of staying connected to him. You know, like, but then I'm getting good at it, and I'm making good flutes, and they got the magic, and so yeah, I just following in footsteps, man. Like, because that's what he was all about, man. Making the flutes. Yeah. Making the flutes, spreading the love, and healing people, you know, and you know, not that
providing the vehicle for
change. Yeah. And what were you gonna say?
No, yeah, for healing.
Vehicle for healing, yeah, man, that's what it is.
Because otherwise people are stuck in radio land of commercial advertising or TV or whatever. It's like, hey, I got nothing tangible to interact with. I just go on my iPhone real quick and put a photo on Instagram, and that's sort of my, I got rewards. There's someone liked me. I got some hearts.
Oh, I didn't get any fucking likes on this one.
Yeah.
I get a lot of likes on my flutes,
Yeah.
but likes don't mean sales, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like I had 2,500 views on this latest flute that I did because I networked around all the Facebook sites.
Yeah.
I had 2,500 views or reach.
Yeah.
Didn't lead to one sale. I was told in NLP that 1 out of every 100 is a sale.
Yeah.
You know, so if
but then they'll tell you, oh, but you just haven't hit enough. You know, you need to get to, you know, you'll get 10 in the next batch that you do or something like that.
But yeah, I've been getting caught up, man. I've been so focused on trying to make the flutes and sell the flutes because I've got to make a living. I'm not on Centrelink. I refuse to be on Centrelink. I could be on Centrelink, but no, man. You know why I got off Centrelink? It's because I knew. I said I knew it was going to be hard, but it'll pay off in the long run. It'll change my motivations and stuff. You know, instead of being lazy and being a bum and being on Centrelink.
To being dependent.
Yeah,
on
being
the state.
dependent. Yeah, man, I'll be independent. It might be tough at times, but I'll get through. Have faith in the Lord, man. You know, like.
Yeah, I
we'll
mean,
get through.
you're an adult. You're not a child. You
yeah.
don't have to like have parents looking after you, giving you a little pocket money every now and then.
Yeah, man.
That's like. It's going back into childhood
Yeah, man,
days.
it's being an adult, being a man, and
Stepping up and doing your craft.
and
Being a wizard. Look at this.
a wizard.
So now you got to tell me. Now we'll wrap this up. But tell me about this beast. This is a work of art, truly.
This is a really good one, man. This is a
Tell me everything that happened in this.
drone flute. This is what you call a drone flute. It plays one note like a single, but then a drone.
Whoa.
And it rumbles, man.
So there's two
chambers.
chambers.
Two chambers, two fetishes. I got this piece. I was gonna buy a bloke's car. Anyway, well, I didn't end up doing it, but he gave me some wood. This red cedar is from an old bed head. It's got this beautiful wavy pattern, man. When you move it like that, it's from an old bed head, and he gave me some cedar and a few other pieces of wood. And I was hanging on to this for like 6 months, waiting to get the right wood to cap it with, to get the right contrast. So man, I had this wood for ages, man. It was sitting there. All flutes were coming and going, and this one was still there. And then I went to Mullumbimby. I got this wood, man, beautiful silver ash, and I think this is martel wood.
Yeah.
Or silver ash. Good contrast. This is drone flute. Anyway, so this has got a lot of dream energy in it, man. These people were sleeping on this bed for 30 years. But it's a genuine minor pentatonic drone flute. Red cedar, it's got really nice resonance. It's in the key of F.
So if this is a pinnacle of your work at the moment,
This is the best flute I've got.
how much can I buy this for?
Well, that'd be about... It's a unique, it's a one of a kind.
Retail price.
Well, my price, I'd say $350 on that.
Ah, nice.
But if you were to find that in the shop, you'd be paying, about $380 or something.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of shop, because you could go into some flashy sort of city music shops and they'd put like $500-600 on that or something like that, wouldn't they? Because it's all
people pay that. This
authentic,
is unique, handcrafted, one of a kind. You won't find this anywhere. Not this wood. I can't get any of that wood.
Yeah.
You can't even buy that wood anymore.
yeah.
And
It's like tiger's eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the pattern it's got.
This is a beautiful flute, man. What the other flute makers, man, should be charging up to $800 for this flute. But I charge, I'm looking at it and how much time it took me, and $350.
You're a fair man. You're just asking for a fair price for your trade.
Man. Fair price. But man, it sounds amazing. But yeah, man, it's good flute. Red Seed's got really nice resonance to it.
It sounds solid. Like
This one turned out amazing. Whatever, whoa, pick up that one next to it.
this one.
Yeah, man. Show you that one. That one turned out really well as well. I was saving onto this for a while as well. It's rosewood. It's got natural like flame sort of pattern.
Yeah.
And I specifically left it that long so I can make it look like there's a flame there and put a dot there, you know, like a flame.
Yeah.
Tasmanian oak.
Nice.
Got some more dots there, just tune holes. This one turned out really good. Camphor laurel. Got nice, nice smell to it.
Yeah.
That's why I do camphor laurel end caps. A lot of science goes into it, and a lot of, you know, a lot of thought and energy. And this one is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Look at that pattern there.
I mean, you can see the amount of work that's gone into these.
Yeah, man.
It's
You know.
It's almost unfathomable how you start off with just a couple planks of wood, a bed head.
Yeah. Turn it into a flute, like.
Then you're whittling it away for hours,
Yeah.
days or whatever. And
About probably 6 to 8 hours in total hands-on working time. But then it's a process that takes maybe a couple of weeks even.
Yeah.
To glue them together, let it dry, and all of this, you know. So, but this one turned out amazing as well, man. Fucking, there's another good one.